Fuck, do I have to do a conversion here?
No, you don't.
What is that?
So, go by the numbers you see.
Alright.
You see 1, 2, and you see 19. So you're at 219. 5 thousandths to go. 5 thousandths is not very much. I'll put it this way: a sheet of paper is about 2 thousandths.
No pressure.
You got me over. Yeah, baby. Okay.
What do I have to be at? 14? No pressure, huh?
Again, you have a tolerance, and it's quite wide.
Only the best for my challenge look.
Here you go, buddy. The family's taking care of you.
Holy moly, what is that?
What they call the strawberry frappuccino, but it doesn't have coffee, so I'm guessing it's a strawberry shake.
I haven't had desserts and this looks amazing. Yeah, I think it's the glass.
Probably. It's because you're used to eating out of fucking mason jars. Tastes good.
It's good enough for my plants. It's good enough for me. Sorry if I'm taking this real slow.
Man,
I'm like right fucking there. I'm at like 18. Damn. That's awesome. No! Damn it.
where you at?
0.4 off.
You're good.
0.004. Alright, I'm at the 210.
You're good. Now,
Alright.
now we gotta be really fucking careful when we start rounding this thing. We're gonna use a different file. We'll use something like this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the squared edge and you're gonna start knocking these corners off. And I put my finger here and one here so I've got complete control. You're gonna start rounding these corners. Just like that. Both sides. So we want it to be a smooth transition to the next key. No problem. You good, man. So we're definitely going to end up having to widen this one out just a little on the sides.
Right.
So take the fat.
this
Well, you
one.
can use this one. It doesn't really matter.
You start off this.
Once you start rounding off those sharp edges.
So why do I have to be really careful?
You don't.
No.
I never said you had to be careful.
Oh, shit.
The only thing you need to be careful of is to make sure that you don't accidentally take your depth farther now.
Oh.
And if that's the case, we'll custom make the pen. But
I'm trying to round it off.
yep, you're trying to round off the corners in between the two pens. And just a little, it doesn't need to be crazy.
Like that? Like a shark fin? Is that what I'm looking
Well,
for?
Notice how you've got these sharp edges. Like, namely, when you
Oh,
grab-
well, I didn't do all of them. I just did that
No,
one.
you're good. I'm just showing you. So, the fastest way to round off a sharp point is to come in at a 45-degree angle and start rounding it just like this. Notice how it's starting to flatten out?
You did that really fast.
It's all about... I use a lot of files, man. Metalworking. The push stroke is what does the cutting. You're taking it down, taking it down, taking it down. And then, to clean it up, take a little bit, And then when we do this one, what we're going to do is you're going to get the thicker part of the file and start rubbing it. Because now you notice it's not touching the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start trying to widen that out a little bit just to make that key pin set deeper in there. Because that key pin is 1/8 of an inch wide. So if it doesn't sit all the way down in there because your gap isn't 1/8 of an inch, it's going to accidentally sit too high.
That's a lot of knowledge. All right.
Hey man, I'm here for you, boo.
It's crazy. Okay. This one. You streaming right now?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, I am?
They were asking what was on the cup.
On the cut?
On the cup. You were over there inhaling it fucking
Oh,
cup, dude.
it was delicious.
I don't know what's in it, but it's fucking tasty.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's 3 people watching. I don't know who they are because they're not talking.
Bunch of weirdos. And you said use the flat part, right? No, use this part.
What? Man, have a chair. Have a seat. Be comfortable.
My knee.
We're trying to custom cut a key for a challenge lock right now.
This is kind of nice. Don't need any crazy power tools to do this.
I mean, you can make anything in the world with files and sandpaper. I'm not giving them the 5200 yet.
Is that snow?
Yeah,
It's always a dick.
He's an angry 15-year-old that hides in his room and plays with clocks.
Is he really 15?
I think he's 15.
He's a red belt. Red belts can't be 15-year-olds. It's against the rules.
He makes black belt. I think he'll be the youngest one. We have another guy who's 16.
That's kind of cool.
My 13-year-old son can outpick you.
Well, that's not saying much. I'm kind of trash. Snow would tell you all about it.
Don't worry, Snow's just a lowly fucking red belt. He's kind of a shitty picker anyway.
So you said I gotta widen it out a bit?
Yep. Here, use this one.
Just be careful not to take it deeper.
Yep. Use the wide part of that one. So
Like that?
if you use the wider part of the file back here, look down below.
Yeah.
Notice you're not anywhere near the bottom of the keypad. Don't be afraid to use the file way back here either. There you go. As long as you can see light between the file and the bottom of your cut down there, you're good. Oh, I'm sure that squeak is beautiful on the microphone.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I just want to make a challenge slide. Are we gonna engrave it?
You can engrave whatever the fuck you want, bro.
Oh man. What do people normally engrave on them?
Penises.
What? You for real? I don't want to put a dick on my home.
I don't know what I've got for thermal engraving it, so
What did you engrave on your challenge lot?
nothing. I just did my 6 modifications.
That's kind of lame. Alright, I think you're pretty damn cool, but that's pretty lame. I saw one person did a flamingo. That's pretty cool.
Actually, the guy that owns my challenge block right now is right across the street. He's a picker too.
Oh, is he? He's not on the Discord or anything like that, though,
No.
right?
Oh, I'm sure you're killing these people's ears. Beautiful.
I can't tell if I did it.
Let's see what you're looking like.
So, I think you're good here. You can do it a bit more, of course.
Let's just take a
I
take
tried
a,
to match the first one.
take a gander here. Let's check all the depths. You didn't overshoot it. You didn't overshoot it? Yeah, you did by 3 thousandths. 208. You did. 321. We may end up having to take number 1 down because it says 321 right now. It means we're 8 thousandths under. We may end up having to take it to 306, but we'll try it. We'll modify the key as we go. 283, which is perfect.
So do they normally have machines do these? Not for the big manufacturers, but normal locksmiths?
Yes. 224. That was way off. We're going to end up deepening this one to the same 214.
So can you file out the high security keys that
You can
click on
file
the dual cylinders?
I'm serious, man. You can file anything as long as you have enough time.
Even the dual cylinders?
Yes.
Interesting.
If you know what the key cuts are supposed to be, you can replicate a key. We're at 225 on that one right now. Mm-hmm. It needs to go to 214 too, just to be within spec.
And you drop that first one down?
Second one. Well, the first deep one, because that's technically number 1, number 2, 3, 4,
right.
5.
I'm sorry. By how much you said?
10 thousandths. Use the fancy one.
This one?
Yep. Shit, that might be enough. It doesn't take much to take 10 thousandths off. Measure it.
What?
What? Is something?
Your kid.
My kid screaming?
Yeah.
She's yelling at the mellow, bro.
Got.
Get farther up on the tip.
Oh,
There you go.
Come on, I'm not even in there yet.
You're messing something up. There you go. You're at an angle right now.
Ah, yes.
Loosen up.
Oh.
No, I'm trying to tell you. You were like this, at an angle. You need to be parallel. Do it again. You're there. Push it in. Push it in.
Alright, I see.
So you were at what, 223?
Yeah.
You took about 1,000. Alright, keep going.
What am I trying to get to?
214.
Oh, okay. I know where I'm at.
You can be angry if you want.
Who's
He's
angry?
mad that you're not wearing eye protection right now.
Who is?
Corn cob.
Corn cob is a white guy.
We're in Texas. Shit doesn't exist. We don't need no fucking masks.
I mean, I can put on my sunglasses. But they're kind of hula sunglasses. I don't like wearing them very much. Make me look more high speed than I really feel. I overshot it last time, so... At 18.
Okay, about 4 more. I bet you close.
I was trying to widen it out a bit.
Yeah,
So.
there you go. But I don't want you to overshoot it again.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Come on. Oh. Yeah, 12.
Okay, good. Cool. Now, let's find some pins. So, the way that we're going to do this, we're going to take your key that you just filed and your fancy cuts. Where's the core? Right there. We're going to insert this into the lock. And we're going to find some pins that match from our fancy pinning kit over here. Now, this is a game of trial and error. So, go in the hole. Notice how it's not perfectly flush?
Mm-hmm.
That was a 185. Sorry for the people at home, you don't get to watch this. We're going to try a 180.
You can look at my milkshake.
A lot closer, but not there.
Is it under?
No, it's not. So, 175.
You can see what you're looking at.
You're looking at
Oh, there you
the
go.
top of this.
And that's it?
So 175 is perfect for pin number 1.
For pin number 1.
Correct. Now we got to find pin number 2, which we know is going to be a long one. And technically, if we want to look at the key cuts chart, we can. So number 2 is going to be a cut 6, 214. A 214 is a 218, number 3. I don't think I have a 218. We'll try a 220.
It's under. Way under. So you need to go up.
Yep. So you go up in size. We'll try 240. 240 is too big.
Yeah. So 230? Is that oh, you got 235.
That's 230. Nope, I think you're right. 235 is it.
Oh boy, I didn't realize how to do it work like this.
Yeah.
I thought they just copy pasted, like with a pair of clippers. I thought it was that easy.
Nope. Technically. What the fuck? Now 240 is too fucking. Something's wrong here.
With the size of the depth.
The first 240 I grabbed is way too long. The second 240 I grabbed is way too short. Alright, that is a 240. 240 is within tolerance, but it's still a little low.
I see. Yeah.
So,
235.
no, we need to go bigger, longer,
Faster.
45. Harder. Alright, so 245 is it.
Cool.
So, do the same thing for pin 3.
Alright, so pin 3 was a.
It's going to be a relatively short pin. I don't remember.
So I would go.
We didn't modify pin 3, so I don't know what cut that key is. So if
Oh,
you really want
the
to
trial and error. I see what you're saying.
well, I notice how key got stuck
Why do you get that?
because it's hitting against the sharp portion.
Oh, so I need to follow it more?
We'll end up having to file it off more.
Okay.
We don't need to right now.
Should I do that now?
We'll just go ahead and get our pin set. So we're on pin 2, 3. That's a 280. So a 3 corresponds to a 218.
Alright, so then you will come over here to 220.
Yeah. You need to drop it in slot number 3. Oh, wait, and that may be what I did the first one. Good. So if you hit it,
That's good, me. Alright, so then we did cut 4.
and that's a cut 4 should be another 214.
Alright. That's it. And I'll go over here.
We're gonna double check just to be sure. So 214
6.
is a 6.
287.
287. So it's probably gonna be 290. Yeah. Yeah, go in there.
So the column lock, so the key's normally pretty finicky.
Yes. Wonderful. Oh, way too long. Way too heavy, right?
There you go.
Oh. I'm failing something here. It's going to be the same size as this one, which is a 245 of that. Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 5 is going to be a very, very small one. So, 320 is a number 1, which corresponds to a dot 170.
Oh, wow. That's tiny.
Oh, you kind of would. Oh, perfect. Cool. Cool. Alright, so now we've got our 5 pins.
Awesome. Basket.
Yeah, we're going to put them in the pinning tray.
Did you bring your cup inside?
No, I don't know. I'll probably throw it somewhere.
What is that?
So now, the problem with the small ones is you can't get them in the Dremel to hold them. So you're probably going to only be able to modify these 3.
Alright, so that's 3 modifications?
Yep.
Cool.
Now, we need to get some driver pins.
Okay. And are those all the same size?
No, they are not.
Damn. Okay. So
You notice there's a size that matches master pins and top pins. Okay. So actually they are. .180 covers all 6 because we don't have any 7 cuts. Remember a 7 cut would be here?
got it.
We don't have any 7 cuts, so we can use 180 top pins for everything.
And it's not gonna be kind of wonky.
We're about to find out.
Hell
There's other ways around it.
The what?
There's other ways around this.
All right.
I have brass stock, like actual brass.
Brass.
rods. That's what those are, man. They're shiny and pretty, but they're brass.
Brass. I don't know, there's not a whole lot of room to engrave on that.
Well, on the core?
Yeah.
Put your initial on the front of the main thing. You gotta be really careful right now. Alright, so 180s. We need 5 of them. I'm gonna come over here. 2, 3, 4. That's the wrong side. That's not this side. Alright, so we got our top and bottom pins.
I thought you said 8. Oh, never mind.
6 pins, bro.
But I only see 5 on here.
Oh, 5. There's 5 pins, goddamn.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You have 5 cuts. So, now comes the fun part. Modifying keys. Or modifying pins. Dremel! So, I'm sure you've used a Dremel before.
I have
You've probably never used it like this.
never used it properly. I shave off my prints.
So, stick it in there. I'm serious. I'm dead serious right now.
Are you for real?
It's the exact same fucking size.
Oh my god. This is how y'all have been making these?
How else would you make them?
I thought you were gonna use a
real power tool?
No, I thought you were gonna put like that on something to hold it, and then you were gonna use the Dremel to cut into it.
Nah,
but I guess
man.
you could just spin it with the drum. I was
Yeah.
thinking like you would manually file all the way around, but I guess
So-
this is faster.
I'm gonna do one to show you how I would do it. It's all you do. I'm gonna use a damaged one.
Y'all just fuck up these pins and call it a challenge line, huh?
Okay, I need powers. Excuse me all.
Oh, just watching. It's always lagging behind.
Yeah, because it's hitting the internet and coming back now.
Ah.
Set it down. I just needed the power strip. So, if you watch it live.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to spin this thing and we're going to use a really sharp piece of steel to cut some serrations.
Oh, y'all don't even use a file. You just use.
Fuck no, dude.
You just use fucking steel.
So, you see this lathe? We're basically recreating this lathe in a Dremel.
So why do why do you need that then?
Because how the fuck am I going to fit an 8-inch pin in there? The holder is this.
I can't even do the Dremel's job.
Dremels are very good at what they do. So what we're going to use as a carving bit is a little crappy drill bit.
The brass is very soft.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this drill bit, put a point on it so that we can stick it in, and it's going to shade points, or we can move it left and right like a little bit. So another point. Now you have two angles. You have a chisel point, and you have something for cutting wires. Check it out. You're gonna love this shit.
Yeah. Sorry, machinery is.
You're gonna love this
I
shit.
do electronics.
So I wish I had some longer pins to show you.
Hold on.
This should probably be safety glasses time. I have a bunch of safety glasses around here.
All right.
So I'm gonna set it at a relatively conservative RPM. Hold the Dremel. And start shaving away material. And this is not cutting very well. There we go. You gotta really dig into it. If you want to get fancy, you can use a file. But the problem is you're using a file on a spinning object.
Are you making a spool?
I'm making something. I don't know. So we're going to use the file to get kind of a shape of a weird looking spool. The downside of files is they start to load up with brass.
Start getting smooth.
Yep. That is one modified key pen. So, technically, in order for it to be a good pen, you would ideally have the serrations.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's like chocolate and a little bit of silver.
Ideally, the serrations would be on this side, because that's the side that's touching the shear line.
Right.
Start making some channels lock pins, bro.
So, would that be called a spool?
Problem is, that's a useless key pen, because it's never going to get that high into the model. Unless it's a really newbie like you that lifts it really fucking high. Just think of how high you would have to lift that thing to get it to grab on the shear line.
Man, I'd lift it higher than that.
Right. Let me get you real safety glasses.
Yeah, these are kind of dark. If I don't get a click, that thing's going all the way up.
A little dusty.
Oh, that's fine. It's better than shrapnel in the eyes. Wow, that's pretty dang cool.
I'll still try to find you another cutting bit. I use something a little bit.
Okay, so I guess I'll do this one next.
So let's see what you got over there.
Longer one?
You need to make sure you grab them from your available pile there, because that one was just a spare we grabbed.
Gotcha. Alright. So this is the unlock right here.
No, that's what locks the collet from moving.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Mine's different. I have a little electric one. Well, I mean, what do you call it? Hand powered? Battery powered.
Okay. Works the same. So this will keep the shaft from spinning so that you can rotate this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So get it kind of close and then stick your pin in and tighten it.
Do you currently do it with the pointed end out, or?
So it's better to have the pointed end in so that you're doing all the work on this end. Too tight?
Yeah.
Back it off.
There you go.
Now you need to get as much in there as you can to hold it, because otherwise you'll be launching a pen across the room.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so RPMs. You've got 0 to 10,000 RPM.
Uh-huh.
You can go as slow as you want. You can go as fast as you want. It's going to go a whole lot faster if you use a faster RPM. So, and this is what I would use. Take your sharp little piece of metal. There's the start of a serration.
Wow, that is something. My hands are all sweaty, so. Alright.
Get off my dad bod, bro. Yeah, let's be smart about this. Lay the Dremel flat on the table.
Like this?
Yeah. So you need to be, your Dremel's spinning this way. So in order to cut, you need to be slightly under the center line of that pen.
Oh, it's like this?
No, Jimmy. So, center line of the pen is about right here. Mm-hmm. If you imagine the vertical line, you need to be slightly under that. Hey, you need to be under, not over. So it's spinning this way. If you're over it, it's going to grab and lump. If you're under, it's going to kick it down.
So like hold it like this, upside down.
No,
So hold it like this.
Let's turn this off before one of us gets hurt. Check it out. See this? We're sitting like this. Draw a horizontal line across this pin. So imagine there's a horizontal line across the pin. You need to be slightly below center line. So if you're trying to cut from up here, it's going to grab it and launch it towards you. But if you're under it, like this, all it's going to do is kind of kick it off.
Oh, so I need to be on the bottom of the entire
Well,
unit?
not on the bottom. Like, again, like, draw a center line. I can't know how... Shit. How do I explain a center line? Fucking Christ.
How do you explain it to a retard?
So imagine we're level right now.
Yep.
We're going to go halfway. See that?
Yep.
It's a half circle.
Yep.
You need to be on this quadrant of the half circle.
Ah! Yes. Q1, Q2, Q3,
Yes.
Q4.
You need to be in the bottom left of the circle.
Hell yeah. Alright. I don't know what I'm making right now. This looks like a very thick serration.
So what one guy does is uses a barbecue knife. But I don't have like a serrated knife laying around here.
I don't want to mess up your knife.
Well, I've got plenty of knives, buddy. Want a knife?
I mean,
I got knives. Keep doing it. I'd use your files and whatever you got. So if you want to get something that's like a really sharp pointed serration, use like the sharp edge of a file. I'm trying to find something with a sharp edge.
that's working. Alright.
See what I mean? Might launch that sucker across the room.
That's probably pretty hot.
What's it look like? That's usable. I like it. One done. Hey man, seals don't have to be pretty. You should see Snow's. Snow seal looks like trash. I have it. It's here.
Have you picked it?
Yeah. No, I failed at picking it. I need to put it back together and try it again.
Interesting. Okay. I see. So I guess this one's next, huh? It's just gonna be three spools. Alright, so I hold this. Good. Rotate it. Damn, it's hot.
Trying to find us a tiny cap right now so that we can make some ghetto counter milling. Everyone loved my snow challenge lock comment.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was good enough to beat me.
Tightening?
After driving for 4 hours. Let's see what you got me.
I'm trying to. So untying it should be the other way. Yeah, lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Come on, bro.
I didn't know if it applied to these things.
It applies to everything with a screw. Come on.
Nuh-uh. The left bicycle pedal doesn't do that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh shit. Get back. 2D. Damn, son. My hands are all slippery.
And it may get to the point where the key pins are too damn small and we may have to use just driver pins.
Driver pins.
Top pins. Vital pins. Jesus pins. The problem with Snow's challenge block is I wasn't expecting counter milling, and the feedback in that block is so trash. I was like, what? Did he fill this thing full of fucking rocks?
That's so mean.
Well, no, it's just the lock he used as a base for his challenge block is really soft metal.
What was it?
It was a shitty quit set like you're using right now.
There we go. Tighten. Good to go.
Should you tighten? Just double check. You don't want to launch CL pin to your face.
I got my safety glasses on. It's Titan. Alright.
Get it, girl.
Alright. Something different, I guess.
This you don't have a whole lot of pin to work with there, so you just have to make whatever button you get.
Alright.
Put the Dremel flat on the table. There you go. Oh, here, I just realized we're using a file. So files, again, they cut on the upstroke. They don't cut going backward.
Right.
And since your thing is rolling backward, with a file, you need to be on top.
Oh, shit. Alright.
And again, just be gentle with it. Just be gentle with it.
That looks good to me. I like that.
All good.
Okay. Come on. It's hot.
Get a little warm on it.
Yeah. It's not giving that deep click like it was before. There we go.
Pulls out now.
Let's see it. I thought it came out pretty.
They look good. Yeah. Perfect.
That one's got like 2 little ridges in it.
Perfect.
Okay. Awesome. So you said, so we have,
Do you
I
have
have to
any
do one
other
more.
long pins you can do?
Yeah, I do. I'm at 2 right now.
Trying to get up on the video. You're doing some pretty basic serrated key pins right now.
Basic.
Use the tweezers, boy.
What's that?
Use the tweezers.
Well, I have a lot of room. There we go, I got it.
All kinds of tweezers.
2 years.
All kinds of tweezers.
Cool. Appreciate it. Shit. Yes. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room to work with on this.
How much you got? You got a little bit. Cut you a serration in it. You need to remove 15% of the material, so just do it like this one.
I guess I'll just use, where's that piece of metal? This?
Yeah, you can use that. Use the pointy.
There it is.
Yep. Use the tiny end.
Sorry.
And on that one, so you need the cutting angle to be under like this, so that when it contacts, it only hits that tip. So you want to be under.
Mm-hmm. And it just hits the tip of it?
Yep, just like that.
Got it. Alright, hands free. There's some tweezers. Cool. That came out great.
And you start doing the driver pins.
Driver pins.
These 5. See if you can get any serrations cut into these 5. Because right now you've got 3 key pins modified.
Mm-hmm.
You need a total of 6. So you've got 4 with the key. I'd try to get a couple of these at least serrated.
Okay. Like, I think I just did this brown one. Do they need to be thinner than that? I don't know if you
It
can
doesn't
see.
really matter. We're going to end up threading the core. So
So that.
it's going to grab in. It's going to be fine.
Cool.
I'm going to try to find a tap.
Oh, these are square on both sides.
These are?
Yeah, driver pins up there.
I was trying to find the gosh dang tip. Oh, it's just about done too. Yep.
Times the tap. It's going to thread and give us some counter milling.
Okay. And can you explain what counter milling does again?
I will in just a minute. Finish that.
Appreciate it.
We'll move on to the next step.
These are nice. Should I be trying to put 2 serrations on some? Or just
You
one?
can if you want. It doesn't matter.
I don't think I can fit 2.
Well, fit whatever you can. I'm trying to get a core here to show you kind of how it goes. So, now I'm going to go back in there.
Out.
So here, we'll do a quick demonstration on counter milling. If you look in this lot, you see the little counter milled chambers?
Mhm.
And this is the spool that's on the top. So imagine that there's a key pin under here, and it's sitting like that in the core. When you go to push up on this and you're putting tension, it's going to lock into that countermilling slot right there.
All the slits wherever it drills in.
Correct, and it's going to lock into that slot. You're going to think it's set because you got a click,
Mm-hmm.
but in reality, it's still locked into the core. So to get past that, you have to drop tension, purposely lift that one, and let's say that you picked the wrong one. Let's say you only milled half of them. You've just overset the lock.
That's fucked up. That's
Blocks are a pain in the ass.
that's pretty devious. Yeah, it looks like a piece of shit.
Even shitty pins make it hard to pick.
Yeah, it's only serrated on half of it.
That's all that matters, man.
That's pretty funny.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5.
Sorry, I think I've only done 5. Let's do one more real quick.
Well, you've already met your 6 because of the key.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead and do one more. You're going to have 7 or 8 modifications because you're going to have countermilling, key, and then whatever amount of key pins you end up with.
Why is the key a modification?
Because you hand cut that key, didn't you?
Oh, okay. It's not like a modify to the lock. Alright.
You hand cut the key. Yeah, Adam, this is what we do, buddy.
What do you say?
You said this is what we do on a Friday night, huh?
Well, shit. I kind of got a radius for,
Adam's a locksmith and he's hanging out in the lockpicking channel. He knows the drill.
That's pretty funny. So the locksmiths just have their own little role?
Yeah.
Interesting.
A lot of them are pickers, too. I mean, you kind of have to be a lockpicker to be a locksmith.
Can't just be a drill smith?
You can. I mean, you can.
I don't know if it's very profitable. Cool. I like that one. Okay.
Alright.
That's really fun.
2, 3, 4. That's number 5.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to mix them.
It does not matter. So we have our modifications. You have your key. Now we're going to countermill.
Okay. And that involves just drilling the...
We're not even going to drill. We're going to use a tap. This is a screw tap.
Mhm.
Wherever I laid the fucking core.
Right here?
No, the
Oh, I know,
actual-
sorry. You're talking about the,
Actual core. Lost it. Have to start over.
Bullshit. This ain't it? This ain't it?
Oh, that is it. I'm dumb. I looked over it. Alright, so the way this thing works very similar to a drill bit. When you thread it in there like this one isn't the correct size, it's a little small for the task. When you thread it in like this, it cuts. And at a certain point you'll hit the bottom section of the keyway here.
Mm-hmm.
Back it out. And now you've got some fresh serrations.
Oh, wow.
So do the other 3. 4, 4. I'll show the pins, Bonks.
So I just spin it?
Here.
I don't think it's in straight.
It doesn't really matter for this. Like, that's usually it's supposed to be a 90 degree.
Do it on the map so people can see you.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Just for your OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go no more.
Well, once you hit that point, you need to stop and back it out because you might be hitting the other side of the core.
What?
Bonk said he's going back to the Discord and send me the challenge block so I can rake it. Have fun raking this, buddy.
Bonks wouldn't eat animal crackers with me. It's fucking lame. So, I don't even like animal crackers. Fucking liar. Everyone likes animal crackers. Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's pretty dang cool. Okay.
No, he hasn't tried the 5200 yet.
Shut up about 5200.
Yeah, you get some pretty effective countermilling. So I don't think you realized it, but you accidentally skipped 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing.
I thought I was supposed to do 3. And then, yeah, I remember how you said that you would figure out some are countermilled, then
Yeah.
you'd go and you would overset some. That's why I skipped it.
It's a very good thing. Alright, let's put it together. You're putting it together.
Alright.
So, let's say you've got an unknown key in a core and you don't know which pin goes where.
Yeah.
Key in the core.
Snow showed me that.
And then start sticking pins in until they fit. You gotta find springs again. Oh,
Nope.
You got springs.
Nope.
Are you sure the key's inserted all the way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure it's in all the way. Otherwise it'll be a false reading. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, unlucky.
It's close. I think that's the one. Get them all in there, and if you get a switch too, you can.
I think this one will be in one. Oh shit! It's upside down.
Stuck it in there backward.
Ah! Oh no, that's way too big. That one seems shallow. Oh, scared the shit out
That
of me.
wasn't me, dude. I just got put on babysitting duty.
Oh, did you?
Not babysitting duty when it's your baby.
It's definitely what it is.
It's not babysitting.
What baby girl?
I should be able to pull the key out, right?
Oh boy. Oh boy. We may have got a little crazy on our bidding. There's a way around this. I don't like it. But which one is it hanging on?
So we're going to remove one key pin at a time. Seems like number 4 is the one hanging, so I've taken out 2 and 4. Yep, so what we're going to have to do,
Smooth out the corners on the key.
well, what really needs to happen is we need to take number 5 and number 1 down a little bit so that there's not so much of a transition in between them. Because what's happening is it's locking in like that, and there's not enough of a slope to be able to get it out.
Okay, so
trying to think of how I want to do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say how do you fix
In
it?
reality, the way you fix it is, luckily you didn't cut these, you didn't modify these 2 pins, because that's your 1 and 5. Is we take 1 and 5 down to another cut or another 2 cuts,
Oh, and then just get new
and then just get new pins.
plan.
I don't know how much more we're gonna do today, because my wife is getting antsy.
Okay.
You hear playing locks with fucking fire.
Oh shit.
I'm sure you're tired. You ready to close the stream?
Yeah. Sure.
Gentlemen, thanks for hanging out on our newbie picking session. I hope you learned some stuff today. Thanks for hanging out.